What's up, Facebook? Happy Wednesday, March 3rd. I got the date right this time. Thank you very much. Hey, let's talk around. Today we're going to cover interest rates. A lot of fear, a lot of talk about interest rates going up. Have we already seen the bottom of rates? I see some potholes ahead in real estate. I have to say, March, April, and May, I see some potholes ahead. I don't want to call them huge potholes. Maybe, smaller holes in the road, if you will. But we're definitely going to uncover what that's all about. And then I'm going to run through the numbers of what's happening here in San Luis Obispo County. So let's just kick it off. What is happening here in San Luis Obispo County? Well, San Luis Obispo County, we're seeing pending sales up 21%. We have a huge lack of inventory. Inventory is down 44.7%. Home prices in San Luis Obispo County, the average median home price is up 6.3%. In Pismo Beach, we're up 8.4%. And in Templeton, my God, what happened in Templeton? We're up 16.7%. Why are we seeing these numbers, especially something like 16.7%? That very well could be an outlier because we have an extremely low volume of inventory, and that is part of this issue I'm going to talk about, pitfalls ahead. Here's what I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk poo talk. Why do I have a roll of toilet paper out? For several reasons we're going to talk about. One is inflation. Yeah, we have a supply chain issue, which we're going to cover here in a little bit. But also, let's unravel, if you will, let's unravel interest rates. Let's unravel what's happened since here. We're almost 1 year since March. Do you realize that? We're almost 1 year since this pandemic lockdown started. Think about that. What does that mean to you? And, if you will, it would mean the world to me. If you would share this video with 2 or 3 friends that you think really could use it, because here, there's I'm going to say it, there's a lot of uncertainty in this world. We're talking about debt. The news just came out. We have $10 trillion worth of mortgage debt in the United States. We've never hit that number before. We're talking about inflation, and we're talking about forbearance. So we have a lot to cover here, but let's stick to the topic because, man, that's sometimes my issue is staying to the topic. So let's talk about how 1 year ago in March, the world stopped. The uncertainty, nobody really knew what was going to happen. Think about it. Nobody did anything in March. And then in April, May, June, and July, real estate went bonkers. There were multiple offers on everything. No homes were sitting on the market if they were priced accurately. So with that said, what's going to be ahead? The headlines, here's what I'm seeing. The headlines that we're going to see come out in April, more like June, is that real estate is dead. Sales have dropped off a cliff. Well, think about it. We packed a whole year's worth of sales, bonker sales, in April, May, June, and July of last year. Think about it. The numbers are going to be lower this year. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. So the news is definitely going to capitalize on that, and I just want to stay ahead of it. Also, this talk of inflation. So we've got a supply chain issue that's causing inflation and an economic forecast. The experts are all predicting that the economy is doing better than anybody predicted. So what's happening is a better economy and interest rates are going up. And listen, the Federal Reserve does not set interest rates, not long-term interest rates. If you want to gauge where interest rates are going, you have to look at the 10-year Treasury. And the 10-year Treasury, my friends, is going up. So is anybody saying interest rates are going to be over 3% this year? No. But if you're comparing today's 2.81, which is a hell of a rate. Historically speaking, that's a hell of a rate. But compared to 2.2, I have a friend that not just locked in, but his rate was 2.2. Mine was 2.6. That's bonkers. So, yeah, there is talk about interest rates going up, but historically speaking, there is a lot of opportunity for buyers in this market. And, you know, are prices going to stabilize? I think we're going to see some stabilization towards the tail end of the year. But again, Freddie Mac nationally is calling for 5.3% prices to gain. And here in San Luis Obispo County, I'm going to be conservative and call it 7. Again, you guys, how do you feel about, $10 trillion worth of debt? Is that a crazy number? $10 trillion worth of debt? Well, here's the thing. Home prices have gone up through the roof. And with home prices going up through the roof, of course and sales going up through the roof, of course that debt is larger than we've ever seen before. We expected that. So again, understanding the headlines that are going to come at you, taking the fear out of them, and just kind of putting in the data so you can make better decisions. If you have friends that are thinking about making a sale or a purchase or leasing a property, just want them to be able to make better decisions. Hey, hope you're having a good one. Take care. Share this with a friend that needs it. Thanks. Bye.